Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So good Wednesday, I guess it wouldn't matter, but yeah, good Wednesday morning, and welcome to the special edition of the Coffee with Craig show. That time of the month again here, it's at the end of February, and I'm here with Mark Twomey from Tara Consulting. Mark, good to see you.
Hi, Craig.
Great to have you back.
Thank
you.
And
we always know it's the end of the month when you're here, and I'm always interested to see who's moved where and what jobs and how things are moving along on the market.
Yeah, as we do every month now, it's become our little tradition. But talking about the people who've moved in the previous months, so these are moves that happened in January.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, these are moves that happened in February. I'm even lost in the months now. It's going so quickly.
Yeah. Some of them could have moved in January, I guess.
Really busy month again for February. Lot of moves on the market. So it's just kind of, there's no stopping it.
Right. So is it just everybody is hiring? Would that be a correct phrase?
Like it's expansion. Yeah. It's new guys coming in. It's it's just people moving around and jockeying for position and trying to get a better position for themselves as well. And
now's the time for that, I would imagine.
Yeah. Let's jump straight into it. The first one we have here is Bogumiła Kompowska, who has joined Cushman of Wakefield, and this is a big one for Cushman. She's very experienced lady, and I know Andrew Frizzell was really happy to get her on board. Previous to joining Cushman, she was with Tetris for almost 8 years, so it's kind of almost like a direct competitor type of move. So again, as I said, people moving around within the same industry sector and taking up more senior roles, and I suppose after 8 years, a change of environment is always needed as well.
Sometimes you got to move around a bit.
Yeah. So well done, and congrats to Bogumiła, and I wish you all the best of success. Moving on, MDC, our friends over there, are still hiring, and they've brought in Eva Zawadzka for head of development, and another very senior person that they brought in. She had spent 3.5 years as development director for Panettone previously. So obviously knew Magic very well. Previous to that, she was with Prologis for 12 years in senior positions, land and development. So very experienced lady. And I'm sure MDC are really happy to have that experience.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, have that experience on board. The next one we have is Pawel Rudiak, who has joined VIVION Investments, which I believe, he's taken on the role as country manager for VIVION Investment, which he said in his own post, one of the largest privately held family office groups in real estate in Europe, with over 4.7 billion worth of assets under management. I think they're Berlin based. They're new to the market as well, so it's a new player coming into the market. And Pawel is a very experienced guy. He spent 4 years with CBRE. Was with Cushman before that, so a great guy for them to have to as their introduction into Poland, to guide them through that. So well done, Pawel.
Well, I imagine we'll hear about some transactions here in the near future.
Probably, I would imagine. Well, we would hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
They would hope so.
Yeah.
So the next one is Mateusz Siejka, and Mateusz has joined the Hungarian Indotek group. And he was previously with Acrona Capital for 8 years, which again was a mix of kind of local international investment group. And Indotek are another Hungarian group that have entered the market, very big in Hungary. They've over 200 project companies, 200 employees, and manage more than 1 million square meters of space in Budapest, retail, office, and industrial, mainly in Budapest. So now, like a lot of these Hungarian, Czech, Slovak companies, they're bursting out of their home countries and expanding into Poland. And again, another new player onto the Polish market, which is great, and it's great for Mateusz. Really nice guy.
Yeah, I really do see quite a few Hungarians now. Maybe they started coming a little bit later than Poles were going around, but I do really see these guys expanded beyond beyond the Hungarian horizon there.
Yeah, well, you know, Poland, Czech, these guys, they all have the REIT structures set up, and they're raising a lot of capital from that. It's probably why we're not seeing as much Polish local funds, because we're obviously still wrangling with that whole REIT structure. Hopefully that will be legislation will be passing that one day soon, and we can start building local funds, and we'll see a lot more local groups, Polish groups develop. Moving on, Michał Grabara has joined Knight Frank as director in capital markets. Michał started his career at Knight Frank and then went off to do a few different things. And now he's returned as director. George Lewis has hired him as a you know George from your fishing trips.
I know George from our fishing trips. Sure.
So Michał has joined. Very good for him, and it's good to see Knight Frank kind of get back into the capital markets side of things. So they had been a bit quiet there for
they seem to be more just kind of, we've got our residential team, and if things came up, they would do it, but we didn't hear much about them. But when George came on board, it made a bigger, I think, impact.
So George is kind of got the bit between his teeth there, which is great. Moving on again, and Jakub Grabara, Michał's brother, has joined him in capital markets team in Knight Frank. And Jakub spent the last 4 years in the Czech group Accolade.
Oh, okay. Also pretty active,
So pretty active. So I actually know the two guys very well. So I was joking with them, you know, two brothers joining the same company, and you know, and it actually got me thinking. I think there's a little pop quiz for people out here, because I can think of 5 sets of siblings that work together in the real estate sector in Poland. Obviously the Dobczycki brothers are one, and these two. But if anybody can think of the others, maybe drop us a note in the comments, and
we can do a whole show on that.
Craig might find a prize in the back of the closet for you.
It'll be like a Legends quiz or something, you know.
So there are 5 sets of siblings that I can think of.
That have been successful even.
Oh yeah.
But there's more.
Yeah, it probably is. Well, I know of 5, but maybe there is more within real estate.
You hire 1, you get 2.
Moving on, Agnieszka Niezgodzka has joined as senior portfolio manager for KINGSTONE Real Estate. Again, German-based family office fund that have been active in this market for the last couple of years. Really good guys, know them quite well. Nice move, nice for Philip Schumberger to get Agnieszka on board, very experienced lady. Then Tomasz Arent has joined head of logistics and department in BMP Pariva. So that's industrial logistics. So you know, it's a huge department to look after, a lot of business. So he was with Goodman for 6 years in business development. So he knows his way around the market. Very good catch for BMP Pariva. And just finally, Aleksandra Domańska has joined Inspire Brands as legal administration manager. Inspire, as you probably remember, is our friend John Grabara. And they've got a number of nice kind of chains coming up, restaurants coming up. Relaunching the Blue Cactus brand.
He's a Noblin, Noblin. Great, I can't wait to go to that one.
And Elektrovna.
Good.
So it'd be nice to get the Blue Cactus back in Warsaw. It was a bit of an institution.
And big margaritas on a Friday night. And nachos. So she's helping them develop.
She's helping them develop, and that's what's growing fast. So got through that as quickly as we could. Very, very busy. As I said, that's just a selection of some of the ones that I know of that have happened during February. So
always inspiring, always interesting information. So Mark Twomey, thank you very much. Tara Consulting, we really appreciate. I think we've been doing this a year now, right? And putting all these. So it's interesting to also just to keep track of where everyone's going. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching our show. We get over 8,000 views a week on the news, and 14,000 on our special editions and interviews. So. Keep watching. Thank you for watching. Hopefully there's some great bits of information that you can use, and stay safe and healthy, and we will see you tomorrow at the next show. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.